Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. With our super sub McTominay. Yes, what a wonderful header from Scott Mctominay. You know, I was getting really angry, getting really pissed off by the way our defensive midfielders were playing. You understand? But then, after the introduction of Scott McTominay, a few minutes later, he gave us the header and the victory over Aston Villa. A very stubborn side, very stubborn club side. Aston Villa wants to spoil my day. But as God may have it, Erik Ten Hag brought in his super sub, his boy, Scott McTominay. He has always delivered. Always delivered. I was shouting, bring in Scott McTominay. Bring in Scott McTominay. In fact, who I was thinking they were going to sub and bring in Scott McTominay was even Kobe Menu. But then he decided to take off Rashford and bring in the super sub, of which we all know he has always delivered. He delivered against Brentford, against Wolves he scored, and now he has given us the victory over the stubborn club side Aston Villa. Yes, you're welcome back to today's episode of the program. Like you all know, I am that Man U guy, and I'm here to give you the latest updates and match reactions. The match between Manchester United and Aston Villa. Yes, so I'm going to start from Maguire, Harry Maguire. You know, we've always considered Maguire to be a very wasteful player, especially because last season he was our own goal specialist. Plain rubbish, putting the team under pressure. But this match, this particular Aston Villa match, he came out very strong. In fact, he was the only threat we had when it comes to area battles in the middle of the box, in the 18-yard box of Aston Villa. He was the only area threat we had because whenever the ball was going, it was always Maguire that was attacking the ball. And in fact, defensively, he did very well. If not for Scott McTominay, would have given Maguire the man of the match. But Scott McTominay came in and delivered. Delivered as always. I'm so happy. Our defensive midfielders and defenders were already tired in the second half. Playing rubbish, standing and watching. The goal against us that Aston Villa that Lewis scored against us, it was as a result of us just standing and watching. Everybody was standing, from Rashford to Maguire to Varane. Everybody, Dallo, they were just standing and watching. How can Bailey be in your 18-yard box and nobody is charging towards him? Nobody is charging towards him. So just Bruno Fernandes that wanted to charge, and before he did that, the player had already crossed the ball. That was very wrong. If not for the fact that we won, I'm sure Manchester United fans would have been disappointed with the display today. Very disappointed. Bruno Fernandes, look at his performance. Playing very lackadaisical. This is not the Bruno Fernandes we know. This is not giving away balls like anyhow. Another player I want to talk about is Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho was in fact, this match, he was giving away balls anyhow. At first, he was acting, he was playing well, giving crosses and all that. But then he started giving away balls. He started becoming selfish. Just then when I say Mutete has made carry TV keep say Garnacho, watch your performance. So that you know saying the fuck up. That's not how the game of football is. You dribble a bit, you pass the ball. You dribble a bit, you pass the ball. Onana was top notch today. I give it to him. Even when the defenders were putting him under pressure, giving him unnecessary passes that they were not supposed to give to him. He didn't just lose the ball and play the rubbish. He gave accurate passes. He even saved some balls. There are some balls I was thinking were going to go into the back of the net, but he saved those balls very well. Casemiro, you can see that he's picking up form. He's picking up back to his fitness of the beginning of last season. That fitness level he had then, he's picking up slowly but surely. Our midfield is getting strong. First half, we dominated the first half. I give it to the boys. The whole of the first half, we dominated the first half. Aston Villa were actually nowhere to be found in the first half. They tried, but we showed them class. We showed them what it means to play against Manchester United. And the surprising thing about today is that Højlund has scored 5 in 5. 5 goals, 5 matches, and that's a very wonderful record for a striker that did not score the whole of the first half of the season. A very wonderful record. Looking at it, Scott McTominay is also our highest goal scorer in the Premier League with 6 goals this season. a midfielder being the highest goal scorer for Manchester United this season. It's a very good record for a midfielder that, in fact, he hardly plays 90 minutes, always coming in as a sub, always, and it's a good record. Now, looking at the match statistics, you see that the second half were under immense pressure. Aston Villa put us under immense pressure because they came all out. They came all out to make sure they got the equalizer, and even after they got the equalizer, they were looking to win that match. I wonder what gave them the confidence that they were going to win us, come back from one goal down and win a team like Manchester United. Probably because we've had very disastrous seasons. We had a disastrous spell at the beginning of the season. Maybe that's why. So looking at the statistics, we had 23. They had 23 shots. We had 17 shots. They had 10 shots on target to show you the kind of pressure they mounted on us in the second half. We had 5 shots on target. They took the possession with 56%. We had 44%. They had 481 passes. We had 380 passes. Pass accuracy, they had 87%. We had 80%. Fouls, they had 9. We had 7. Yellow cards, they had 3. We had 2. No red cards. We had 6 offsides because Aston Villa plays the high line. Why they had 0 offsides? Corners, they had 10. We had 8. So as you can see, they took most of the statistics, but guess what? We got the 3 points. We got the full 3 points, and as a Manchester United fan, I'm happy. This means that we won our last 4 matches. Straight wins. Straight wins, which is a very good thing because the beginning of the season we were losing. Our worst season. Beginning of the season, this is our worst beginning of the season. This season, this Premiership, the worst season we had in the beginning. But now, as you can see, we are coming back strong. We are now in 6th position with 41 points on the table. While Aston Villa, the people who won today, they are 46 points. So they just need to slip up for us to overtake them. And like you all know, the 5th position can have a chance this season in the Premiership. The person that takes the 5th position can have a chance in the Champions League. Can play qualifiers and have a chance in the Champions League. So I'm hoping that we'll qualify, get the 5th, even 4th position this season. I'm not giving up. My hopes are still high that we can finish 4th position this season because the margin is not that wide. If you look at it, between Aston Villa and Tottenham and Manchester United, the margin is not that wide. So I'm really happy with our performance. Maguire showed some class, played like a full-time professional of the game. I'm really happy with the performance. Kobe Meno, as always, delivering, coming up strong, an 18-year-old boy playing like a matured player, like a well-rounded player. Marcus Rashford, he was a threat to the Aston Villa fans, to the whole team. Marcus Rashford was a threat. Whenever he has the ball, it's forward ever, never going back. He had a fair game, Rasmus Højlund had a good game. You can see that the team is beginning to gel. Like I used to say that we've not had fluid football, but in our last matches, like our last 3 to 4 matches, you can see the game. Tip tap. We are having fluid football. The cooperation between Rashford, Højlund, and Garnacho, they are beginning to gel if you watch the match. These 3 players are beginning to gel. I'm looking forward to when there will be a threat to the opposition, like our trio back then. We had Cristiano Ronaldo, we had Wayne Rooney, and we had Carlos Tevez. When they were coming like a bulldog, angry bulldog. They run at the defenders, and before you know, we have a goal. That's the kind of partnership I'm looking to see between Rasmus Højlund, Marcus Rashford, and Alejandro Garnacho. That's what I'm looking for. And they are beginning to gel. You are beginning to see the cooperation. Garnacho has the ball, he wants to pass to Rashford, he wants to pass to Højlund. Likewise, the other 2 players. That's what I'm looking for. Casemiro was giving, defense breaking passes today, which is very nice. Very nice. Diogo Dalot, look at his crosses. Accurate. Very nice. He was the one that gave the assist for Scott Mctominay to head the ball into the back of the net. Very nice. I'm happy with the team, happy with the performance of the boys, and we hope that they replicate this type of performance, in fact, even better. A better performance in our next match, and they replicate class and professionalism like we've known Manchester United players to be. Yes, this is what I have for you guys today. Meanwhile, you have a lovely day. I will see you next time. Bye.